guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a perfume tag today, so without further ado, let's get into the questions. So the first question is, what is your favorite celebrity perfume? And for a lot of these questions, I have multiple answers, but I tried to pick just one for each, and I'll mention if there are more. But first question's answer is Love by Sofia Vergara. I'm Hispanic and I don't even know how to say that right. Anyways, this is super sweet, it's sexy. I would not call it a black opium dupe. It doesn't have that spiciness to it, but it does have the sweet sexiness. It has coffee, it has praline, I think, green apple and passion fruit, but I would not even call it fruity. I think those are just kind of really well blended in there to make a perfect nighttime date night fragrance. Okay, next is, what are your 3 favorite fragrance notes? And this is hard. I was gonna make a video talking about my favorite and least favorite fragrance notes, but I'm still not super advanced in my fragrance journey where I feel like I could speak on that intelligently. But for now, I know for sure I like jasmine and orange blossom and tonka bean. I love tonka bean so much. What is your favorite spring/summer perfume? So I feel like the slash is kind of throwing me off, but I decided to go with spring for these questions, and I chose Burberry Her. Super fruity and just fresh and feminine, and that's what I think of when it comes to spring. This has strawberry, raspberry, sour cherry, blackberry, I think. It has minimal florals, which, I mean, florals are very springy, but they're there. And then it also has a musk. This is just super great. What is a perfume that you hate? So I think that word is very strong. Ooh, okay, I was gonna say one thing, but I think I'll say another. I haven't worn it on my skin, so I can't really say for sure, but whenever I smell Mugler's Angel, I just cannot stand it. Like, and I don't even understand how all of those notes are supposedly in it. It's given me like an adverse reaction. But I did smell Alien once and I hated it, but now I like Alien. I do prefer the EDT to the EDP. I still think the EDP is not so good. Well, not as good as the EDT, but yeah, Angel is just one that I have not vibed with. I also do not like Pink Sugar by Aquolina. It's very artificial. It smells like hairspray. Has no dimension to it, in my opinion. I think there are so many better fragrances at Bath & Body Works, Victoria's Secret, honestly. It could be just a different formulation because I did buy it in 2020, so maybe it was just, you know, been reformulated and it's not as good as it once was. So that's definitely possible, and maybe I got a bad batch. You know, there's always those excuses, but just for me, I did not like it. Which perfume did you blind buy and it was love at first sniff? So I feel like it takes a lot for me to love a perfume at first sniff. Like, I smell it and I think this is one of my staples. It's hard for that to happen to me. I smell a lot of perfumes that I'm like, oh, this is pleasant, I enjoy it, I'm glad I bought it, but rarely that love feeling. Anyway, but with the Dior Poison Girl EDP, I did really like it. I spent a pretty penny. This is a 3.4, so it probably was around like $100, but I got it for 80 something, which I thought was a good deal. And I just remember really liking it. Like, I smelled it and I was like, amazing. Almond goodness, it's very sweet. I know there's citrus in the opening, but I mean, it's not citrusy at all. It's just a super pleasant fragrance. I believe there's roses in the middle, and I was worried that the roses would be too powdery or too mature, but they're not. Everything is just so perfectly blended in this. So I would say it was a love at first sniff. What is your most long-lasting perfume? So I have a lot of long-lasters, to be honest, but Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier stands out. I did wear this once on a night out, and I smelled it by the time I came home and went to bed. Like, it was just on my clothes, it was on my skin. And honestly, I have trouble with a lot of fragrances sticking to my skin. I think some people can relate, but this, like, there's no problem. And you don't want to overspray with this. Like, it's definitely 3 to 4 sprays, but any more and you might be overly cloying. What is your sweetest perfume? I have a lot of sweet perfumes. I love sweet gourmands, but I have to choose Bonbon by Viktor and Rolf. It's just caramel, I think. Gold Rush by Paris Hilton is a good clone for that. So that also brings me to the next question. What is the best perfume clone in your collection? I don't own any other dupes, but Gold Rush is 90% similar to this, maybe even better, because it lasts longer than this, to be honest. What perfume do you think that every woman should have in their collection? This might be an unpopular opinion, but it probably is in every woman's collection, so I think it should be. And it is Yves Saint Laurent's Black Opium. I just love this. You can see how much I've used it. It was like one of my very first designer fragrances. I think I stole it from my mom, and this is a big 3 ounce. It's spicy, sweet, sexy. Like just everything you would want from a nighttime fragrance. It's just iconic. Like there's a reason it's so popular, and so I think every woman should have this. What is the last perfume you purchased? It was M by Mariah Carey. I actually got it at Marshall's. A lot of M's there. This has incense, patchouli, marshmallow, tiare flower, sea salts. So I've heard people describe it as like a smoky marshmallow, you know, like at a campfire. I don't see it that way. To me, it's just that incense, the sweetness of the marshmallow. It's a bit powdery, but it's not overly powdery. I don't like super powdery fragrances, like baby powdery, but it's giving me like the confectionery powdery because it is a marshmallow in here. I think there's amber in the base. This is good. I don't wish I had this huge bottle, but I'm not unhappy with the purchase. I actually really like this as a bedtime scent. Which perfume would you wear for an evening summer date? I would say Valentino's Donna Born in Roma. Yeah, I don't think this is too heavy. It has like tea in the middle notes. It's pink pepper and bergamot in the opening. It has more jasmine in the middle, and then I forgot what the base notes are. It's kind of passing me right now, but this is just clean, but without being like Dolce & Gabbana's light blue. It's not like overly citrusy, but it has those fresh florals. It has that tea note, and it has a little bit of spiciness, and it's a little bit sweet. It has a bourbon vanilla, that's what it is, and like a sandalwood maybe. Interesting, like expensive fragrance. I think this would be really good for your evening summer date. What perfume would you like to add to your collection? I have a lot that I would like to add to my collection. Definitely Alien Essence Absolute or the Taste of Fragrance one. I'm just dying to try those. I just really want at least one of them, but they can be really expensive on resale websites. And what perfume gets the most compliments? Honestly, you guys, I rarely get complimented on my fragrance. I think people either don't like what I'm wearing, or, you know, they don't want to go out of the way to tell me. I don't always tell women that I like their fragrance or men that I like their fragrance. I just think it in my head. I think I have been complimented on Poison Girl once, but it could have just been like a pickup line type of thing. I don't know if the man actually appreciated it. Yeah, I don't need compliments. I wear perfume for me, but yeah, compliments are not something I get often from strangers, like being like, I love your perfume. Like, it's just not as common where I live, I guess. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.